hugely challenging hearing about the lengths that the PRC will go to continue to undermine us. They are aligned against us for their agenda, which is to spread their authoritarian regime, not just through China and suppress the Chinese people, but continue to do this around the world. So obviously very concerning. While they care deeply about their surveillance state globally, they care about spreading that influence through the debt trap diplomacy, as I've heard you both reference, you know, the Belt and Road Initiative and the initiatives that they have tried to use to undermine and overpower these partnerships and relationships. Really, as we know, are really nothing more than an attempt to spread their authoritarian regime around the world and to undermine us in that process. So I want to focus on BRICS and the relationships there. Obviously, they have opened up BRICS to OPEC countries, and so when we talk about energy and the vulnerabilities that exist there, you know, with UAE, Iran, Saudi Arabia, how concerning is it that that bloc will really control the lion's share of oil production in the world, and what do you think that means for the United States and what our next steps need to be? That's directed at either of you. So,
thank you for the question, Congresswoman Hinson. The United States is the swing producer for energy in the world, if we permit it to be so. Secretary Panetta said I think it's an enormous mistake to even pause the production of LNG or the export of LNG, because that will cause downstream. The capital markets will stop underwriting LNG production and we will have a gap. The United States should remain that. If we do that, if we continue to produce, we will be the producer of choice, and we will be the swing producer on price. Second, we're also an enormous consumer of energy as well. And so those countries that think they can form markets to the exclusion of U.S. consumers, U.S. industrial consumers and retail consumers, I think they're making a mistake, because we also drive price from the demand end as well. And so they're gonna do what they're gonna do. The last thing I'll say about that is, remember, those alliances form more strongly when our allies don't have confidence that the United States stands with them. When you tell the leader of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia that he is a pariah, he is more likely to choose to align himself with our adversaries than he is with the United States. Those are fundamental errors in understanding how these nations operate, and we should never take for granted what Secretary Panetta said, which is that we have the capacity to build alliances out that will deliver good things for the American people. And if we get that piece right, America will be in a much better, stronger position.
Do you have anything to add, Secretary Panetta?
No, I agree with what Mike said. It is, you know, we have, in dealing with this challenge from autocracy in the world, we have several areas that represent the strength of the United States. Our military power, our diplomatic power, our economic power, and our energy power. All are critical to our ability to be able to deal with these challenges that we're facing in the world. So on energy, it just seems to me extremely important that the alliances we build in order to make sure that we are developing an independent source of energy, and that we are working towards the ability to undermine Russia's ability and Iran's ability to control that area. Imagine if we could get our act together on energy, how effective that would be in undermining those countries.
Yeah, we say in Iowa, all of the above, energy strategy and all of the below. So we're trying to do a little bit of everything.